I go about 7 in the morning to Harley-Davidson plant on 33rd and Juneau. So I went there and I said, I'm the new guy in the credit union. Can somebody take me to the credit union? I've never seen it. So this part-time girl says to me, let me tell you about Harley-Davidson. The mechanic takes the motor, mounts it on the frame, puts some gas, some oil in it, and starts it up. And there's a stand, and that stand is right under this credit union. And so there are 4 stands that all day long they start motorcycles. And that's what we've had. One of the things that encouraged me to move on was that Michigan needed a league representative, and so I applied and eventually got over there as a league representative.
Dick and I met cutting the grass at Roy Bergegren's house. We've both been around for so long in the credit union movement. Well, Dick and I were field reps in Michigan at the Michigan Credit Union League, and he did such a good job on that they created a new position called senior representative unassigned, which meant that your territory was the entire state. Your job was to take the most difficult and pressing issues and problems and go to wherever those problems were and solve them. So when Dick came to Michigan, he was ready. He had a lot of energy, and it was noticed right away.
I was there for 3 years, and then a former employee of the Michigan League was running the Minnesota League. His name was Ron Mederi. And Ron Mederi lost his number 2 guy. So I'm now the number 2 guy in the Minnesota League. And 2 weeks later, Ron Mederi says to me, I've just accepted an assignment for 2 years with the World Council. I'm going to Africa. And so here I was with 2 weeks on the job, and all of a sudden I'm interim and eventually became president or managing director of the Minnesota League.
Before we married some 36 years ago, he said to me, I want you to take off 1 year and find out who I am and what I do. And I did that. We moved immediately from Minnesota to Chicago, and he became the CEO of the Illinois Credit Union League. And I spent a year with him traveling. We went to small credit unions. We went to large credit unions. I went to annual meetings, and I understood then what he meant. And what a wonderful, wonderful feeling.
Until Dick went to Illinois and became the president, the league never had lobbyists in the General Assembly, and he hired our first retained lobbyist in Illinois to represent the league in Springfield. He started our charitable foundation, started our youth involvement council. What he has done to promote the credit union movement, not only in this country but worldwide, is incredible.
I was there 10 years, accomplished a lot of what I wanted to do, and Bob Curry, the president of CUNA Mutual, approached me and said, we need somebody to come on up here and develop a process, a program that will utilize CUNA Mutual's resources to help the credit union movement get done what they want to do for their members. The other thing I really need to do is improve league relations. So in the summer of 1984, I went to CUNA Mutual, and those were my 2 charges. And it was a challenge. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and I think we made a difference for credit unions.
Texas was going through some challenges. Dick brought in a whole new model. He brought in a different level of energy, excitement, and passion. Believed in the industry, he believed in what credit unions could do, and he knew he could renew the faith and strength of the Texas Credit Union League. And that he did.
One of the most passionate individuals I know, and he's certainly very optimistic, one of the most positive people I know as well. And so almost every activity credit union organizations have been involved in over the last several years, Dick has certainly made tremendous contributions to that. He's an extraordinary individual in that sense.
Dick immerses himself in everything that he believes in, and he truly believes in the credit union movement. He founded credit unions, he managed credit unions, he was the chairman of the Association of Managing Directors, which were league presidents at the time. Credit Union House is another example. America's Credit Union Museum is another example. State Foundation Network, as well as League Infocyte. He did a great job during the hurricane in the Gulf that hit Texas to mobilize the credit union community, bring them together, to integrate it, to help those who had lost their homes or who had been displaced. So he's just a really good soul.
he has received our 2 highest awards that are given. The Eagle Award, and that is given for distinguished leadership among all league presidents. A committee looks at it and really looks at people in the league president ranks that have really made a difference. Then just a few years ago, Dick also received the Eugene H. Farley League Leadership Award. He loves credit unions, credit union philosophy, and he has an attitude that nothing is impossible.
Let me tell you about Dick Ensweiler. I mean, it is absolutely amazing to me to have the opportunity to work with someone who was there at Estes Park, someone who worked with Filene and Bergeron, someone who truly knows from personal experience the entire history of the credit union movement. And he's put it to work all over the United States. And as the CUNA board chairman, involved as a league chairman, Dick knows it all. He has all the secrets of the credit union movement, and he's a true leader. And Dick, a good friend too. Congratulations.
It's a feeling that I don't know how you can ever capture, but to know that this big credit union community with all the people that have been so instrumental in the development of so much of what's here are all out there and are all candidates, and to think that my name came up, I guess I don't know, I'm just most appreciative, and then to think that the person that got the award as the Lifetime Achievement is a guy I worked so close with for so many years, Dick Hines. It was just pretty neat, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, for upholding the cooperative principles in credit union philosophy, the National Credit Union Foundation is proud to honor Dick Ensweiler with the 2010 Wegner Award for Individual Achievement.